itself. What is the function of learning at school if you go against the current? Okay, so yeah, it is crucial because it brings the utmost importance of going to school. So, and the consequences of academic dishonesty, I read some chats here that in my previous school, it's not school, university. Um, when you got known that you cheat, um, your paper will be torn apart and you will be disqualified. You will be given a written statement that once again you do that, you will be expelled from the school. Okay, so it's more brutal, but somehow it would lead to more disciplined students obeying or complying with the rules. Even something that I noticed is not in Indonesia, by the way. Even when I come back to Indonesia, I came in a university, it's a normal one. I mean, like it's not, it's B accredited. Okay, I saw that the supervisors are lecturers, but somehow cheating happens anywhere by whoever. This is somehow I feel ridiculous because when I was in previous university, the supervisors are someone who become the supervisor. I mean, like the keeper of grocery stores or ojek, online driver. No, not online driver. It's just a driver. Okay, so they do not have like academic titles on them, but the students are disciplined, are obeying the rules because they have a very clear and imposing sanctions over cheating. That's why we have a very huge responsibilities and assignment, homework for Minister of Education, starting from school. And I know this happened because of the habits of the students. It has been cultivated since they were like in elementary school. Means that doing cheating is like not in fortnight action. It's not just happen. But it's cultivated since they were a child. I think that's my comment. Sorry if it's too long. Thank you.
It's okay, Mr. Sunshine. Thank you. So, as we all know, guys, cheating is very common, yeah, in our academic community. Okay, Mrs. Anis, raise hand again.
Yeah. Hello, Mr. Sunshine. You shine so bright these days. Wow, so hot, yeah, this previous week. Okay. I want to thank you so much. Hello. I want to thank you so much for giving response of my statement. Well, I do agree with you, of course. When you are cheating, you break the integrity. What I want to uh not recollect how to say that. This one, integrity. When you do not cheat, then you just finish. You answer randomly on your paper, then you go out of the room. You do not respect your teacher. It means like you do not serious doing the exam. I don't say that when you are cheating it means you're serious, but for those who they do not care about the education itself, they do not study, they do not care about their score, they do not respect their teacher, it's also integrity, right? So yeah, they break their value, I mean. And I do agree with you when I'm cheating with my friends, that's break my integrity. But that's yeah, okay lah. That's juvenile. Juvenile. What's that? But when you grow, it's not, you do not live every day in the exam day, right? That is why uh cheating is not the only bonding. This is not the only bonding with your friends, because you do not live every day. It's just exam, and you need cheating to bond, to have a bonding relation with your friends. But it's kind of just at that moment. I don't know how to say this. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Anis. Okay, so we're going to the next question, guys. Okay, question 2. What are some strategies or tips for improving academic integrity and avoiding plagiarism? So anyone who wants to share opinion? Anyone, guys? Okay, maybe I'll randomly choose. Okay, Dania, raise hand. Okay, Dania.
Yeah, maybe for me is strategy or tips for improving academic integrity. Maybe think about the consequences of every action we do. Like what is the consequences if we doing these things, and also uh, always keep promises that we make. Like sometimes we promise to someone like we're gonna meet at 10 p.m. and then we are coming late. And if we try to keep our promise, I think that's one of the strategy also, because it's gonna build our responsibility of something. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Mrs. Dania. I can't more agree with your opinion. So for me, maybe I want to share my opinion, guys. It depends to their self, yeah, to implement academic integrity. So it's not so different from Mrs. Dania said. Okay, anyone who wants to share their opinion again? Anyone, guys? Okay, maybe I'll choose randomly. How about Muhammad Fani Faruqi? Mr. or Mrs. Fani Faruqi? You want to share opinion about this question? Okay, let's choose the other one. Maybe Mr. Harry Potter here. So we have Wizard here, Mr. Harry Potter. Maybe you want to share some opinion. Okay, Puji raise hand. Okay, Puji.
Hi, Miss. All right. I'd like to discuss a topics about avoiding plagiarism. I will not focus the academic integrity because I guess we have so many speakers here that discuss about the topic. So I will move to and avoiding plagiarism. When we are talking about plagiarism, it has many kinds of the plagiarism, right? But when we are focused on the article or our paper in the campus or in the university, the first things we must have many resources when we want to write something, or when we want to describe or show or sharing things. And the sometimes people not really understand. I mean, they're not sure about the what is the plagiarism, because sometimes they will how to say this one, duplicate themselves. I mean, when they are doing something here, they didn't need to find out a new things in another place. They will do same things. I guess it's also a the kind of plagiarism. That's why if I want to give a tips, I just give two simple tips. For the first one, you need to find as much as resources that you can. And the second one, you need to find out something new and sharing advantageous things. I think that's it. Thank you, Miss.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Puji. Anyone who want to share their opinion again? Or maybe we are going to the next question.
Me, Sugi.
Okay, Mr. Sugierso. Okay,
Yep. See,
yeah.
this is the questions. There are two types. Is there? This how to improve that academic integrity and avoiding the plagiarism. This is two topics. We could divide it. If you want to talking about the academic integrity, as Puji said, it depend on the personality of the students or even someone who wants to improve their integrity, academic integrity. But for avoiding plagiarisms, I just want to take a focus for that. How to avoiding this? Some people, they don't realize that they did already for the plagiarism. Nowadays, it's very easy for us to take the topic from the net and everywhere, from the journal and everywhere. They can take it this one and just take a copy and paste. But this is totally plagiarism. The plagiarism here, we could not, what I mean here, that the people who will notice that we do the plagiarism or not, sometimes it's very hard for them that we did the plagiarism. See, how to avoiding is just read that the topic you want to plagiarize. You want to, what I mean here, copy. You want to take it, read this one deeply and try to understand comprehensive about the topic. And you just write in your paragraph that your own words. That's your own words. So actually, this is easy for the people who wants to avoid plagiarism. Then even for the what I mean here that institute who wants to notice that, it's very hard for them because this is what I mean here. We are not find new knowledge. We just adopt the knowledge and we just expel out based on our words. That's one. So, for example, you just read horse, for example, the horse. The people, they can say horse is have 4 feet, I have the long tail, and have the specific nose, that noise, everything like that, sound I mean here. So, by that one, you can find out another horse. This is not only the brown color or the white color or the red color or the black color. No, we have not find out another type of the horse. For example, the zebra. And we just find out that one and we expel out about the what kind of our opinion about that zebra, about the horse, another horse like the black color and everything. In our words, even the people already said about the zebra and everything, we just said something different things about the zebra like that to avoid the really totally plagiarism because I did. So my mentor said, you just try to expel out, explain, describe it by your own words like that. For example, if really definition, we just take it as from the book, we can take it as one, no problem. This is not meant, this is not noticed, you do this plagiarism. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sugierso. Okay, Mr. Manuel, you raise your hand.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, I'm going to share a little bit about regarding to the topic that we are going to discussing now. But in my view, in this topic is very interesting and insightful for every scholar that we always face it in our academic journey, I think. But it is like the challenge, but sometimes I think the main point is depend on us, on the personality. But in my interest, we should be considered also. Once we talk about this topic, we should be like, the first one, we should be like definitive the first one, the academic integrity. But it's not about avoid only plagiarism, but also we talk about the upholding the values of honesty, each person or everyone within academic learning. I think it's very important. But by here, I'm going to discuss more about how to avoid the plagiarism. It is like the problems that become commonly in several academic around the world, even everywhere. We know that it is like something that we always face everywhere. But it means not everyone can face it, but depend each of us, right? Okay, I think it's that with how we can avoid the plagiarism is like something some of our friends have said. It means that it's for those that are going to don't want to avoid the plagiarism, they will copy for other ideas or our theory. For those that have did it before, but we are going to repeat it again. But we don't need to find out by ourselves, by our understanding, how we can explore our own ideas to become a new concept or new things that we are described from these things. All the students were going to describe the same things. I think it's very, very important. But sometimes, in our process of learning, some of our friends, we can say all our friends or something that always happen in our process. But it's like become some of our friend behavior, their behavior. That's why they make it like they take it like we can say that okay, it is can helpful for them to achieve their interest or how to solve this problem. Something that's difficult for some assignment or research proposal or everything that they are going to do. It is sometimes just copy only. How to avoid it? It is the main point. It beats my understanding. If we are going to avoid this plagiarism and these challenges, it should be read very carefully, very understandful. Otherwise, for instance, I always use in my academic process. Once I'm going to review some article that's usually I use. It's like the first one I should read 5 times or 7 times. After this, I can identify what is the main purpose of this article. The main articles, I need to define first what is the strength and the weakness of these articles. I can find also it is different the articles, but how I need to find out myself how this articles very affected the academic process. It also find the other scholars that support this article. What is the weakness of this articles? Okay, I can confirm first. Confirm the other scholars that okay regarding this article supporting his ideas. Also, I confirm with the other scholar that regarding the strings. After that, I can how to say I can conclude it by my own ideas regarding the article or the journal or book that I'm going to summarize, or sometimes we do in our process of planning university. Sometimes like become our behavior, but the reading is become like reading is like the key for everything that we are going to do something in our process for learning or for to know something. This reading is very, very important for us. That's why it's my idea only. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Manuel. It's nice to know what you are thinking regarding to this question. Okay, we are going to next to the question number 3, guys. Okay, I don't know why this is pop out. Okay. How does maintaining academic integrity impact your academic success and personal growth as a student? Okay, the question number 3. Anyone who wants to share their opinion regarding this question? Anyone who wants to raise hand, or maybe I'll choose someone randomly. So guys, anyone who wants to share their opinion? Okay, I'll choose randomly. Okay, Okay, Mrs. Puji, raise hand.
I'm sorry. Okay. I'd like to answer this question. How does maintaining academic integrity impact your academic success and personal growth as students? I'd like to share my experience as a student, right? For me, it gives a good impact because it can build my confidence when I write something, and it limit or decrease my hesitate when I want to sharing something. And then the second things, I trust to myself and I respect myself, even if sometimes I cannot do perfect like my friends. I mean, I know my friends can do something better than me, but because I did it by myself, I mean, I didn't do cheating. I limit to I did it by myself. I use all of my efforts. That's why I give respect to myself. Till now, I wanna say I love myself. So I respect it. I never feeling regret if I got something bad based on my result, because is it the rate of myself? I will not deny it. I will accept it. And I really open and welcome to receive corrections and suggestions to me. I think is it the good impact that I feel when we maintain the academic integrity. Okay, thank you very much, Miss.
Okay, thank you very much, Mrs. Puji. Anyone who wants to share their opinion again? Okay, I'll choose randomly, maybe Mrs. Juanda Hatta. You want to share opinion regarding this
I
question?
am
Oh,
Mr.
I'm sorry,
Juanda.
Mr. sorry.
Yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity that you have given to me. Yeah, actually, it is very hard to maintain academic integrity. It is very hard actually for the students because most of the students cannot do this. Yeah, so that's why for those who are success to maintain academic integrity, actually they are the success students because students are academician. Yeah, and then academician is measured by their idea, their mind. Yeah, if if the students are cannot keep their integrity, how come they can create? How come they can give their mind? How come they can give contribution, especially for the research or what? So that's why this is the process for the students who can maintain academic integrity. Actually, they are the success students because they will not be success as a students, as academician, if they don't have any integrity, especially for academic integrity. That is my opinion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Juanda Hatta. Okay, anyone who wants to share opinion again, guys? If no one, then we'll go into the next question. Okay, no one. Okay, let's get to the next slide. Question number 4. Oh, Manuel. Okay, Manuel just raise hands. Okay. Go on, Mr. Manuel. You can
Yes,
share your opinion.
Okay, I think I'm very interested to sharing these ideas that are very related to my experience, I think. Okay, in my view on this occasion is very important because when we talk about the how does maintaining academic integrity impact your academic success and personal growth as a student, I think the first thing is like, it is directly we are thinking about ethical foundation. All average student that sometimes in academic integrity that how to form our ethical foundation in academic performance, or we can say that like performance or academic journey every students. Also, it can be established, establish our commitment, like a good student, a good person, like how to become to be honest student, or like credibility, our how to be honest, become a good credibility image for all the student become in your university, in your high school, junior school, it can be a credibility. And the next one, we also we can be like we can say that okay, our might become a fairness in all aspects regarding to our journey that in academic work. And the second one, so we also consider it's like that relevant to the skill development. For instance, that sometime in academic integrity, how the requirement to develop more our you can say our develop more our essential or skill each person or in each individual in their academic journey. Just you can just like that we always use this like how to become a academic critical thinking regarding this any subject that we have learned, like also how to increase us become a like okay, we can say it's like research proficiency or effective writing on our assignment or our homework that they're given by the lecturer or by the teacher. Is that like our behavior that we always face in our academic journey that we face. Also, sometimes that it's very important for us. Also, the another hands we also consider about it's like the learning also knowledge. How I say this because academic interaction is like to encourage each student how to become a active learning and deep engagement into to each of your itself to become like a okay, we can say that become a process in every process like an academic to become to achieve their destination or this objective, their goal in certain place that they have decided. It is also like knowledge, or like learning on knowledge. But we are learning where also we get the knowledge how to become a intellectual a student or become a good critical student, become or a expert in writing, academic writing. I think it's very insightful for all the students that they accumulate all aspects that in terms of the academic process. That's very helpful all the students how to become a good academic performance with their own major of a study. I think it's very useful for students that we are going to use. Also, discussions very insightful. How to rethink, how to remind back our previously 2 decades, previously 3 decades before we were in junior high school, we were in primary school, or we were in junior high school, in bachelor school. I think it's very interesting these topics. And thank you so much. This is my idea only.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Manuel. Maybe the last opinion is from Miss Ekalita. She raised her hand.
I think, thank you, Miss. I think to maintaining academic integrity impact to our academic success and personal growth as a student, maybe is how we use the information and how we open our mind. It's not in a negative way, but we believe that in the real life, there is a problem and there is imperfectness, right? And then we get to having some solution. And then what you learn, what you know, what you process in your mind, maybe you can have, you can building some opinion or assumption or hypocritical of arguments. And then it can like some standpoint, and then your academic will be determine with your choose of argument or your what it calls, yeah, like your process learning. I think in the real life there is no imperfection in perform the jobs, because if we learning something that which is apply in society, and if we are confirmed with the theory or what we learn in the college or in books, sometimes they are not matched, and sometimes it can be solution and it cannot be solution. So I think your integrity is how you use the information and your mind to build some opinion and solving the problems in it means is in it can be kalau hipotesis itu apa sih maksudnya, yang kasus-kasus yang kayak apa sih istilahnya? Jadi maksudnya we can it's like some assumption you can create, it's from your mind that you can create another opinion from what you learn or what your process learning. And because I found that many people using something that's from their own mind and on their judgment, and sometimes it can meet in the circumstances, mostly if you relate it in business or social or another section. But I think the integrity is when you can realize that, oh, this is the line of the problems, because sometimes when you meet in the reality circumstances, you will find that there is some unfair, right? Something that performing, and it can be will be damage for others or and benefits for others, and then you will meet the some confrontation, apa sih semacam kayak, it's not pertentangan ya, jadi some maybe it can be disputes or maybe some disagreement, because some party having some rules for another party, and then we need a third party to bridging them, right? And then in the real life, it also will happen in your class, in your daily life, or when you dealing with someone. And then I think the mean of success is you can find you can find some way that everyone maybe can feel it is, yes, it is a wisdom, and it is some like something that can make sense to think or to think over, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Miss Akalita. We're going to the next question, guys. Okay, the next question is, what benefits can you gain from practicing academic integrity in your academic and professional life? Anyone who wants to share opinion? Raise your hand, please, guys. Okay, Miss Ekalita again.
Yeah. I think emang tadi itunya practicing academic maybe can can contribute more experience for you, but it not guarantee that the practicing is always right in the proper context, because if we why the some people have the disagreement or disputes, it's because there is unbalancing, or there is something that maybe have to be corrected uh, in some way. But the problem is, what is the context or the right interpretation for the condition? That's what I'm saying about the standpoint and the hypocritical and the assumption. You're building your opinion and you're building your intellectuality to overcome the matters. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kalita. And next, maybe Miss Dania.
Yeah. For me, if you gain from practicing academic integrity in our academic and professional life, as like the speaker said before, like the speaker of the questions before, we will be more confident and also responsible, and so on. And as a result, we will have no trouble doing work related our study, like our academics, in our professional life, because we are understand and provision on it. So, and the company also will trust us because we are honest and have those integrity. So I think that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Dania. Anyone who wants to share their opinion again, guys? Maybe one opinion to go before we're going to the next question. Yeah, I'll choose someone maybe. Okay. Here. Miss Sophie, maybe? Oh, Sunshine, Mr. Sunshine. Okay, Mr. Sunshine.
This is a very interesting question, and I would like to properly respond by saying that the most noticeable advantage that somebody can obtain by practicing academic integrity, so means that you're going to connect, like find the catalyst between academic and professional life, right? Means that there will be a strong correlation. Your reflection in your daily activities will bring some values from academic life. Means that what you state in your academic will be easily obtainable by everyone who notices you in your real life. Because otherwise, somebody will find you bluffing. Okay, like when somebody do not have that kind of academic integrity, means that they fail to prove that they have certain level of achievements in their academic journey. And this is a fatal situations for academia. I would say that this kind of benefit will lead to further and more explorative benefits. For example, somebody who has been addressed man of word, okay, because the academic integrity they possess has been proven to be true in their real life. This will lead them to be known as someone who is eligible to be introduced as renowned speaker in most every session. Okay, because so far as I'm concerned, when I look at somebody who becomes speakers in some conferences, when they are that professional, when they are a man of their words, when they have integrity in their academic, it can be proven by how they handle their presentation. Okay, most of academia when they do not have that significance of academic integrity, they're proven to only rely on PowerPoints. Okay, so the existence of slides would tremendously help them in delivering their ideas constructed in the presentation. Okay, comparatively, those who have a high level of academic integrity, they do not need that kind of presentation because the value or the elements of academic that they believe need to be embraced have been significantly embedded into their principle of life. They know exactly what they learn and what to share to others in more systematical manner. And I believe that this is the greatest benefit that someone can achieve by having academic integrity, because to obtain this would need or would require significant long journey and, of course, immeasurable efforts to do that. I think that's my comment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sanchan. But by the way, your sound is echoing. Maybe you need to check your microphone. Okay, by the way, thank you. So let's next to our question number 5. Okay, the question number 5 is, how can you actively apply integrity in both your academic and professional endeavors? So, anyone who wants to share opinion, guys? Anyone? Okay, maybe I'll choose randomly. Okay, maybe Miss Awalia here. Do you want to share your opinion, Miss Awalia? Or anyone maybe? Anyone, guys? Or maybe Mr. Manuel. Mr. Manuel Geronimo. Okay, Miss Ekalita, raise her hand.
I'm not a professional, but I will try to answer the question with my point of view. In my point of view is integrity in academic and professional endeavors. Maybe it refer to the substantial matters, because sometimes if we just care about the formal and others, it we will find that there is something missing point there, because everybody who will have more power or money, they can took anything from others, and it's not fair, I think, because in social in social responsibility, you have something limits on it, because your contribution to your society and your country, it depends your integrity. So you have to stand for something that refer to the humanity and the fairness, because in some case, if you are in the strong position, you have more responsibility and contribution to bridging your partnership. It is your social or your your partner or employee or anything. You cannot use your strength to cut not cut to advantage the weakness of others, because your heart will not can take it. And if some things happen to your society, your country, your the bigger responsibility, I think as a human you have something in you inside that said that we didn't need smartness or anything qualities that just want to use your power to not show up, but to being above others and taking because stealing is not just something that you can see the hands grabbing something, not just like that, but you know that you have something that you can do it for the advantage for yourself, but you can hold it and you want to share it for others and helping them to have the better life for them. That's the integrity. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Miss Akalita. Maybe another one opinion, guys.
So far, so good.
Okay, sorry guys, I forget to unmute my microphone. Okay, we're going to the next question. Question number 6. What is ghostwriting and how does it relate to academic integrity? Anyone who wants to share opinion? Okay, Miss Ekalita again. You're so active with this discussion.
Interesting matters for me because it's also my question, because in the strict ways ghostwriting it's cannot be accepted, but in job section if we are too strict then I think it's not fair for some people, right, who want to contribute their energy and helping people. But in the ghostwriting, I think we have to don't to apa ya, don't to menekan atau apa, but sometimes it's very difficult when you have no money. That's the problem. But if we don't refer to the money, ghostwriting is maybe have to be appreciate as a like another writing, because the ghostwriting they have their own originality and they give their working for others who will represent their working, and then that's what I said that but if we saying the limitation that that's very difficult. I didn't know how to overcome that, but if as a rules, if you hire a ghostwriting and you just give them not appropriate portion, I think it's as a writer maybe we will very feeling guilty, mostly if we have success because our ghostwriting but they don't have any benefits. I think that will be a problem, and maybe I don't know, maybe my heart will say that there is something wrong about this. I will be in the victory on the others working hard. That's the problem of the ghostwriting. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Miss Akalita. And Miss Dania?
Yeah, I would like to share my experience. So I don't know if I one of the ghostwriter, but in the last time in the university, I also helped my friend to finish their thesis, like writing for her, and she also pay me to write that thesis. And the things that I do is, okay, I will help you to write your thesis, but you need to understand what I write in, and you need to understand about the experiment and the thesis that you have. I don't want to write your thesis if you don't understand about your study also. And yeah, so I think ghostwriter is a professional hired to write something credit to someone else. Sometimes maybe it's gonna be good, like maybe we help other people, but if it related to academic integrity, we are, how to say, like we act dishonesty in this case, because yeah, dishonesty, and it's not like we help them also not responsible about their tax, something like that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Dania. Anyone else? The last one maybe for this question. Anyone, guys? Okay, Mr. Manuel.
Okay, thank you so much. I think I'm very too much to speaking about this regarding to our question. I think it's okay because we should be sharing our knowledge, because we know that we are not, we should be learning each other one to another. That's why we should be sharing more our knowledge, because we have different ideas, our experience that in different background of studies. That's why okay, let me say directly to our topic, the question 6, that what is the ghostwriting and how does it related to the academic integrity. I think the main full from the ghostwriting is it is referred to the someone that's it actually happen always in our our one group or one team in our school that were like best friends in the groups. Sometimes some of our friends they don't want to write their homework, their assignment, or everything that they given by the lecturer, but they just trust all some of our friends that, okay, please, you just help me, I will just give you something. Yes, like always happen in our journey for academic. That's why always happen. That is also give the challenge for the for those that doesn't work their own homework, their own working, or something that's like their job that they are going to do, but they just offer to other to do their own. That's why it is in academic view, it is like, it is, we can say that it's very it's very challenge to the person that really to ask to his friend or her friends that help him, because it is like it is like it is violence they're doing academic view. That's why it is like the lack of this person or he or her. It's like, you can say it is like, okay, he is lack of to find out how to do their own research or their assignment or everything. And in the first one, and the second is he doesn't want to become an intellectual person. He just get everything is just perfect, or we're going to get everything is like, okay, it is okay. They did find out what is the meaning of these things, but everything just starts on himself or herself, or he didn't touch on herself or himself, but he just trusts fully to the other person to make his own work or own job. That's why it is an academic view. It is like very challenged, very difficult to the person that always do like we can say that the growth writing is very difficult to him or to her to grow up because he always trusts on others. That's why very difficult to that guy. It is very difficult. That's why we can say that it is like he is the one to limited his academic journey. Sometimes we know in different place that we are going to learn, but in the 5 year upcoming we left each other, we can go to another school, another university, but we'll not escape because of this this behavior. His severe behavior. He will not work on himself or herself, but he just trusts on others. Sometimes he will fall. He'll fail. Why? Because he doesn't work to solve the problem that he still face or herself face, but just trust in others. It is finally he will fall. Why? He will know seriously to how to learn in his or her major of study or his area that he or her is going to study. It's difficult to him or her to study because it's like in academic view we can say that lack of focusing in the academic view. It is that he is trust in other, but he didn't trust in his or herself that's to do his own work in academic journey. Okay, thank you so much. It's my idea.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Manuel. Okay, we're going to the next question, yeah, guys. Okay, question number 7. What is your opinion on ghostwriting and its ethical implications in academia? Maybe anyone who wants to share their opinion again? Anyone, guys? Maybe just a little insight regarding this question, and we're going through about that. Okay, Miss Ekalita again.
Lalu implication in academia maksudnya kayak thesis gitu ya, not business benefits.
Yeah, for academical only. So maybe about thesis or essay or something related to academia. But if you want to share opinion in general, it's okay.
Okay, maybe what I'm trying to understand this, there's some people that need helps, right? To making some maybe essays or something that maybe they have limitation in understanding something, but they want to contribute with their potential. Maybe they have public speaking or something like that. Maybe they have another potential that people can maybe have attention to them when they are bringing the topics, right? Because there is something why this person needs helping from others, right? Because if they don't have any potential, what they need the ghostwriting, right? And maybe from learning process that there is some people that can have insight so much with the reading for etc. But some people maybe have slowly respond for the learning, but they are learning when they are doing something constantly, right? And then maybe the function of the ghostwriting is helping them when they are developing their self, maybe something like that. Because like I said, if we are too strict, then will erase some potential and contribution from others, because sometimes the working area is like puzzles. You need help, you need to co-partners with others to bringing something for others. So I think if we see it as productivity or contribution that can make people enrich, or they have collected some knowledge from you, and with some additional helping. So I don't think it's wrong. But maybe if you seeing is like more sempit tuh apa ya, narrow mind, maybe you will be so perfect about something, but you are missing something more important, like when I know that some music that very famous, and some critical said that the composer is have like integrity, but the problem is if he has integrity and there is no one bringing the beautifulness, we didn't know that there is something that we have to apa itu ya maksudnya, to have to apa sih, aku lupa bahasa Inggris ya, we something that can make we can make us can make us know the beauty or the insight, because the people is have many different ways to learning, right? There's some people can reading, some people can writing, and some people can hearing or watching or anything. But as long as it's positive, I think we don't shoot against the positive productivity, because if you see some people that have no productivity, they don't have contribution, I think it's more worse. I more can appreciate someone that have imperfection process, but they are always trying to do for their best. Then if you didn't want to anything doing something because you can do this, you can doing that, but you doing nothing, I think it's more poor. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Miss Akalita. Now maybe the time for Miss Puji to share her opinion.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Miss. I'm back. I just want I want to share my opinion when they said it's okay. I'm not agree. I disagree about that. Like this, when we are start to join and enter campus, it means we know the consequence, and the end of the study we must be make paper, right? All of people know about that, all of us. And when you have something, how to say, a special talents, like you are good in the public speaking, might be you are good in the writing, you are good in another aspect, you should not avoid to write the paper as a consequence when you start and you want to join the campus life. So there is no reason to find out the ghost writing or ghostwriter. Be honest. If you didn't want to find it, you will not know the dark world like this. I don't know this. I didn't know these terms. I mean, I don't know what is the ghostwriter, and I don't know. I mean, poor knowledge about the ghostwriter when I was learning in the bachelor degree. I know it when I when I found people from, I'm sorry, yeah, I meet I from people, I mean I'm from friends from a big city, maybe is it from Java, they try to tell me, Puji, you know, I am the I available to make a scriptsy or thesis or something like that, and I help people and I will get money. And I said, oh my God, I never know the site like that before, really, because I didn't want to find it. And how to explain this one? I didn't want to find it, and I know the first consequence I will do that even if I'm not really smart. I'm not really smart, and it's so much difficult. But I know this is my duty, and I should done it. I should believe myself, and what I do now, what I did, it will give anything for myself. If I give people to write my paper, so what I can get? I'm not a smart student. I didn't get experience to write down the paper. So I didn't get nothing. Even if I didn't write a perfect paper, at least I can share my experience. You know, writing paper, it's so much difficult. I should need to looking for the resources from internet. I should go to the library, and I should do the plagiarism because I didn't know how to paraphrasing the words. At least I know the difficulties, and I can share it, and I can tell it for others. Maybe others can get information for limit something bad when they are writing the paper. Is it me? So I think it's based on the people. When they didn't find out the something bad, they will not find out the ghostwriter because is it me? I didn't know this one, really. But when I left the bachelor degree, one of my friends from my workplace told me like that, Puji, I am. He is confessed to me. And I said, oh my God. So I think it's back to yourself. If you know the commitment when you are join the university, you need to write paper. You didn't need to find out the ghostwriter. And don't try to find out ways that guide you to make something wrong. If you want to looking for it, you will find it. You will find the wrong. That's why I think it's enough from me, Miss. Thank you very much for listening to me.
Okay, thank you, Miss Puji. Maybe anyone else before we go into the next question? We have about 15 minutes to go, guys. Or maybe due to our limited time, we're going to the next question, number 8. Okay, question number 8. What are the reasons why individuals engage in ghostwriting for academic purposes? Anyone who wants to share? Okay, Miss Ekalita again.
Yeah, maybe as a ex-student when I'm in college, I saw that some of my friends is burdened with the scriptsy, right? But it didn't mean that they cannot perform the jobs. That's the problems. The that's something we doing in our university is something we can do it good in this section, but we have weakness in that section, but you have going to through it. And there is opinion that said that how if the description is are eliminating, because for some people it will be a difficult it will be very difficult to them to going through it, and in other side they have to finish their study and they have going through they continue their lives, they have to earn the living, they cannot surrender, right, just only because description, and they have to collect their experience and more maybe in the professionals or in the working life, because sometimes when I first doing my jobs, I feel that my study is zero. And then the secretary said, please open the examples it's not the campus that you have to doing everything by your own self. And then I still try to do with my own way, right? Because I think it's not right if I copying others, but yeah, I have to copying them. I have to understand from others working jobs, and then I have to asking my friends, and then I have to doing the processing. And when the meeting I cannot understand what is my boss said, because in my classroom we just listening to the lecturer, right? And then we just focus on the point, that's all. But when we are working place, I said that we didn't know how is this guy the performance in their schools, not that. But when they are in the meeting and when they give their opinion and they overcome the problems, we are valued them for that, and we learning from this person. Yeah, and we learning not with ideal ways. Sometimes I have to overcome my hesitate when my boss said you have to brave when you writing about your standing point. But I was afraid because there is no I mean, it's different from the schools, because in the schools the assignment we can understand because we are reviewing before, right? But we have no experience and it's new for us, and we have to learning everything from very zero. Yeah. So in academic purposes, I think you have to knowing the context first, because everybody potential is very different. And when if you come if when you are working with others, you will evaluate them from their understanding and insight, and their capability to overcome the problems. Even the person is the age is under you, and maybe they have points in their study is, maybe it's the point is, I don't know, we cannot compare from anything. But when you are dealing something, you really have to working something new again. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Miss Ekalita. Maybe the last one opinion, Miss Sophie. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Miss, for opportunity. This is very interesting question, because as an one of a person who familiar with the academic environment, these kind of things are quite common happen in campus, like being a ghostwriter. I've heard people's perspectives back then. I'm actually paying attention, even though I'm not really talking. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit passive tonight. But I think one of the reason why individual would like to being a ghostwriter, for specifically for the thesis, of course, money, right? Is that right, Miss? If we have the same page from this case, yeah, of course. And I know that being a ghostwriter for some cases are legally to do, but for bachelor, I'm not really sure about it. But because I think being a ghostwriter is not really like a proud thing to confess or to admit to everyone, but you still want to do it because you need the money, and maybe you like the activities, you like writing, research, and all these things, but you don't want people to find out that you are actually the one who write it. That's why you're being the ghostwriter. And then the second one, I think maybe the people not really confident enough to have their name published openly. Maybe they're not really like they feel like the writing is not really good or something, that but they on the other hand they still wanna what is that uh I can't find the right word. They still wanna write, they wanna do it, but if that's not really appropriate for the public, they don't want to get blamed, if you know what I mean. That, yeah, I think that's it. Thank you, Miss. Sorry.
Okay, thank you, Miss Sophie. No need to be sorry because you have a good opinion there. Okay, let's get to the next question, guys, because we have a quite short time to go. Okay, question number 9. How significant is the role of ghostwriters in academia and the writing industry? Anyone wants to share opinion? Okay, maybe. Okay, Miss Ekalita.
Yeah, I agree with the previous opinion. It's very simple and straight, yeah, because the money, and yeah, sometimes you cannot face the public, right, if they want to giving their criticals and something like that, and maybe you have to bring some consequences, mostly if the writing is controversial, right? Because in controversial, I think we need mature in the bringing the opinion, while some people will, if they are disagree with something, or they is being judgmental and being so negative to what is you are trying to bringing up, it will be causes some problem and can be ended up like mental health. Yeah, I'm totally agree about that. And then the second, maybe because the ghostwriting is introvert, right? The introvert will want if if the reason is not because about the money or about the publics, maybe they are introvert, because introvert didn't interesting with the something that alters their worlds, right? They are always trying to digging anything every day, every moment, to have their to developing their insight, and they are just so busy with their self and their world. That's my opinion about the ghostwriters. And then, but mostly it's about like the previous argument, that it's because the money and the facing the public, and I very agree about that. And like I said, if we are very strict, there is many maybe many people that they losing their potential job, right? Because sometimes we are mostly most of us is enjoying and processing something, is not in with the heart 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 that can process. But when we are googling, when we are reading something that can make us insight, I think it will helping us also. So I don't think that we shouldn't have to very strict, because mostly if you see, maybe because I was a mom, yeah, if my son is they they like to doing something positive although they have they doing in the poor way, I will very grateful if they want change their activity with their games or maybe something that we more distraction. But because the writing is very positive activity, right? And then you will never knew how the person can get understanding from what the from what writing, because sometimes we are judging some books is very good, but for some people it's very hard to understand, and sometimes they just find something brief or something very simple or something that they can easily understand, and I don't see what the damage of the insight and the knowledge. I think it's what is the processing is it's something that like I said, sometimes you cannot choose, right? You are in the limitation condition, but you have to seek the solution to overcome your matters. And if the ghostwriting can helping you to overcome the matters and you will still be positive of it, so what? Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Miss Ekalita. And maybe the last one for this question, Miss Dania, your opinion, please.
Yeah, I just want to share the experience around me because there's a lot of my friends who's hired the ghostwriter, and one of the reason of them engage the ghostwriter is because they have passed the limit of study years, such as nearly 7 years, and they didn't graduate yet. So they are so under pressure to complete their study, but they have weaknesses in writing thesis. So that's why they hire a ghostwriter to help them graduate as soon as possible. That the case happened in around me. Yeah, maybe as Miss Ekalita said before, if the solution is for your problems, you hire a ghostwriter in this case because you have limited time to finish it and you need to finish it as soon as possible. Maybe it's gonna be positive if you hire the ghostwriter.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, Miss Dania. Okay, we're going to the last question, guys. Okay, is it ethical to pay a ghostwriter for assistance with a thesis or other academic work? So maybe anyone who wants to share their opinion? The last question tonight. Okay, Miss Ekalita.
What is the benefits? Maybe that's our focus. What is the impact, right? Maybe in I don't know about the real condition, but in my imagination, maybe you have to finish something that important and something that you have to bringing up, and then it can affect others because you will bringing up some knowledge, right? You will bringing up some information for them. Yeah. So if the context is just like that, maybe it's not too wrong, like the previous opinion said. They have almost 7 years in the schools. So what is the best? They fail and they can finish their study and it will be make some impact for them, or they try to finish it, but the struggle is not finished yet. They still have to doing something before after that. If the like I said, if the ghostwriter is helping you to making something that more valued or more important. I didn't see anything wrong there, but maybe it will be problem if you didn't try to doing by yourself first, and then maybe if you find that you cannot doing the work, and if you force it, it will be very worse, and the contribution may be not potential not optimum. Maybe you will have to compromise with the condition for the better achievement. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Miss Akalita. Maybe anyone who wants to share your opinion? The last one, maybe, before we end our discussion tonight. No one, guys? Okay, if no one who wants to share opinion again, then that is our last question, guys. It's a wrap, and now I'm giving back the time to Miss Dania to hosting again.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Melissa, for moderating us this discussion tonight. So I will give a little feedback from our discussion. Some vocabularies. There is uphold, same as stabilize, or maintain means menegakkan. Self-esteem is harga diri, and self-reliance is kemandirian. Juvenile or teenager is remaja. Immature attitude or adolescent is sikap yang tidak dewasa. Hesitate, ragu-ragu. Professional, same as proficient, expert, or competent means cakap atau mahir. We can use take advantage or take the opportunity. We can use the word capitalize. It means memanfaatkan. Yeah, that's it. And before we end our discussion, maybe we need to take a picture together. Miss Melissa, you can stop share screen maybe. Okay, thank you. So everyone here who wants to open the camera and take a picture, please. Okay, Miss, I will share the vocabulary later in the group OTA community. Okay, ready everyone? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so before we end our discussion, how is our jargon, Mr.
Hello, Ota. Hello, Ota, and everyone say yesterday we said tomorrow.
Okay, everyone please say it. Yesterday
We say tomorrow. Everyone say
Yesterday we said tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Miss.